15 cars, 25 laps, set to go green off of turn 4. Cody Gardner out to the quick lead as they head into 1 and 2. Good shot. Another great start by Parker Fredrickson in that 34. But Cody Gardner is going to lead the field on lap 1. Here comes Isaac Chappell, the good run down the backstretch. He'll try to beat Gardner around the bottom at 3 and 4. New leader at the flag stand, Isaac Chappell. Gardner will head to the high side of 1 and 2, try to take the lead back on the backstretch, and he does. Tries to slam the door, and he does that as well. Great turn on the bottom of 3 and 4 for Chappell. Chappell's going to hold the lead by a slight advantage off of turn 4. Big slide job this time into 1 and 2 by Chappell. He'll lead down the backstretch. Around the top side of 3 and 4. Your leaders, Chappell and Gardner, taking a little bit lower mid-move. Big slide job through 3 and 4. Ricky Lewis slid underneath Gardner. Caution on the speedway for the cone there on the bottom side of turn 4. Books 13 laps to go. Still turning laps in a low 17-second range, just a second slower or so than they were during qualifying. Chappell to the bottom. Ricky Lewis going to head to the high side again in 1 and 2. Got a red in turns 1 and 2. Red in 1 and 2. Right now, we're ready to go back to green in the Sprinkles restart zone. Good restart there by Carmen Perigo, slides up to the left rear. Ricky Lewis, but Lewis held that spot and continues to hold it past the flag stand as they chase Isaac Chappell through 1 and 2 and now down the backstretch. Good run around the top by Ricky Lewis. Chappell slides through the bottom up to the top of turn 4. He'll lead at the 14 lap mark. Ricky Lewis on the gas, chasing Isaac Chappell around the action track. Ricky Lewis will try the bottom. Slider coming from Ricky Lewis up to the top of turn 4. Up over the cushion and to the lead is Ricky Lewis. Wheel to wheel down the front stretch. A slider this time by Chappell back to the lead. Chappell has the lead down the backstretch. Slider coming from Ricky Lewis. Ricky Lewis holds the lead on lap 16. Great battle out front between Isaac Chappell and Ricky Lewis. Well, that time at the stand. Behind Chappell in third is Jesse Vermillion. Still wheel to wheel with the 1H of Corbin Hazlitt for third. Carmen Perigo comfortably in 5th. Two sticks at the stand, 2 laps to go for Ricky Lewis. Ricky Lewis takes the white flag. Looks like turn 4 may be starting to take rubber. Ricky Lewis a 3-second lead that time to stand at the white flag. Down the backstretch for the final time, coming to the checkered flag. Your points leader, but his very first Boss Sprint Car win. Ricky Lewis wins the Lernerville Speedway. Jesse Vermillion to second, past Isaac Chappell. Good run by Jesse Vermillion. Will Thomas on the bottom, Brian Swartzlander around the high side. Will Thomas will lead the field down the backstretch. Thomas, official leader on lap 1, but Brian Swartzlander with a great run down the front stretch into the top side of 1 and 2. He's got the lead down the backstretch. Sportslander off the high side of 3 and 4, officially to the lead at the flag stand. Here comes Garrett Crummer, a good run around the top side of 1 and 2 to hold the second spot down the backstretch and set his sights on the back of that McCutcheon Enterprises 83 machine. Down the backstretch, Crummer and Sportslander. Good left-hand turn in 3 and 4. Garrett Crummer to the lead on lap 12. Ryan Sportslander with a good run down the backstretch. He dives to the bottom in 3 and 4. A little door tap there from Sportslander to Crummer. Crummer holds the lead at the cross flag. Crummer is your leader. Back to green through the Sprankles restart zone. Crummer holds the lead. A great restart though by Rex King Jr. on the bottom. Both sets of turns. Crummer, your leader. Will Thomas to the high side of 1 and 2. Will Thomas will nose to the lead down the backstretch. Cooter up battling Chaz Wolbert for 5th. Got the Colonial Company cars in 1st and 2nd. The Crow Recycling and Slater cars battling for 3rd. The Rex King Racing compound of King and Wolbert battling for 5th. Will Thomas to the lead on lap 19. Thomas to the bottom. Crummer rolling around the middle, high side. Will Thomas holds the lead at the flag stand by 0.005 of a second. Crummer back to the lead on the backstretch. Dave Murdoch has pulled ahead of Steve Slater for 3rd. Cooter up to the 5th spot. He and Fetter both around Chaz Wolbert. 1 and 2 and take the 5th spot away from Slater. White flag waves for Garrett Crummer. Spin in turn 4. Caution on the speedway. Back to green. Good restart there by Chaz Wolbert trying to get up and battle Dave Murdoch for that 4th spot. Cooter up into 3rd. White flag will wave for Garrett Crummer. Down the backstretch for the final time and into 3 and 4. For the 2nd time this season and protecting his points lead, checkered flag will wave for Garrett Crummer.
It'll be Gale Ruth Jr. and John Mullock. I'll tell you what, John's got that outside starting spot. He looked really good on the outside earlier tonight. We'll see how he pulls it off here. Dan Huntley checking him over. Green flag is in the air. And Ruth takes advantage of Mullock, but Mullock's nothing to do with it. He dives right back to the inside, trying to go side by side with Ruth off turn 2. Ruth has the advantage. Off the corner into turn number 3. Blaze Myers up into that 3rd spot with the 43 Junior. Down to the inside is the 68 car of Kevin Ruhlman. He's holding on there. Of the season. He picked up the victory at Knox Raceway. We got one car slow in the back stretch. We'll see if he can get off the speedway. And Brandon Blackshear having more trouble in car number 10. Mullock takes the lead away from Ruth in turn 2. Down the backstretch now. It's Ruth back underneath Mullock. Mullock is gone with car number 4J. We'll see if he can hold on to it for the rest of the race. He picked up a win earlier this year at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Out of corner number 4, Mullock on the gun. Green flag is out. Everyone can start passing once the green is out. Mullock into turn number 1. Ruth in 2nd, followed by Myers. Chad Ruhlman getting underneath Myers in turn number 2. Mullock takes off. like a rocket ship off the Kennedy Space Center. 5 laps to go. Side by side, now getting the third car in there. Arnie Kent goes underneath Kevin Ruhlman for 5th. White flag is out from John Mullock. Again, he's looking for his 5th career win on the Rush Sprint cars down the back stretch in dominating fashion. Toronto, Ohio's John Mullock with the win. 2nd goes to Ruth. 3rd Myers. 4th goes to Arnie Kent at the line over Chad Ruhlman. Arnie Kent making a nice move on the final lap. Here we go. Green flag is out. Jacob Wolf to the outside of Cannon, but how about Cole Holden down on the low side? Meanwhile, out front, J.C. Boyer jumps into the number 1 spot. Aiden Cipriano closing in. He's searching for win number 5 and car number 5 in 2023. Boyer slides up wide in 4. Opens the door for Cipriano. He's got Cole Holden to his inside. Jacob Wolf side by side with Lucas Cannon. As they work their way into turn number 1, Jacob Wolf holds on to that number 4 spot. Holden looking to the inside of Boyer. Holden in the number 2 machine, looking for his 3rd win of the season here on the series. And almost right there is Holden. He got a wheel underneath Boyer for a moment. Gained up on the momentum. Dives down to the low side of Boyer. Almost side by side, and they are in turns 1 and 2. They make a little bit of contact. Holden is right there. Cipriano slips up in turn 2 behind him. Slides back, and here comes Holden to the inside of Boyer. He takes the number 1 position with 8 laps to go. Here we go. Can Holden beat Boyer? Green is out. Cipriano making a little contact with Wolf. Wolf wants that outside lane. They make heavy contact going into turn number 1. Wolf takes the dive on Cipriano and takes over the 3rd spot. Easler watches those two connect. He steals 4th. He's jumped 2 positions as they're 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Everybody all over the speedway. A lobster's loose out there, folks, as they're going nuts on the speedway. 4 to go. Coming around turn number 1, we got a 3-wide battle for 2nd. Number 3, white flag is out for Cole Holden. Look at Cipriano. He takes 2 positions in that lap. He's up to 3rd in the 5C car. Makes the daring move and rides the wall. Now he's going to go to the outside of Boyer. Cipriano with a great run to the front. It's a little too late to get the win. It's the number 2 for the 3rd time this season. Cole Holden, your winner. 2nd is Cipriano. 3rd Boyer. 4th Wolf. 5th goes to Ehrenberg. As we got a car, Ben Easler spinning up here as he fails to make it to the finish in the 0-2.
Catch all the Lernerville action live and on demand at dirt.tv. And stay up to date with all Lernerville Speedway news at lernerville.com.